What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to Baldman Reacts. Slayer! Yep, you knew it was coming. Baldman's reacted to Slayer. This one goes out to NSQCP. Checking out the track. Final 6. Slayer. The mention of the word, the band, evokes polar opposite reactions between metalheads. You have the rabid, diehard Slayer fans that love them and worship them and crawl all over them, and then you have people that just don't like Slayer. And there really isn't a whole lot of a middle ground. I'll be honest, I am part of that middle ground. I grew up listening to Slayer, enjoying Slayer, and I think the last record I actually bought from them was Diabolus. God Hates Us All was really good. I had a copy for a little bit, somebody burned. But it was a Slayer record. You knew what to expect from a Slayer record. And it kind of graduated to heavier, more technical stuff at that point. But they're always a good live band. They always put on a great show. But the Slayer faithful can be a handful to to deal with at points. So I will admit I was at a show. I was at an Exodus, Testament, and Megadeth show in 2010, and you get the Slayer faithful, and they're at Slayer shows. And they're constantly Slayer. Yeah, they're denim clad, and they're all rocking their different Slayer patches. They're talking about how great Rain and Blood is, and then you go to shows from other thrash bands, and they're still screaming Slayer and just bending your ear and telling you just how great Rain and Blood is, and it's a better record than anything the bands that you like or you're there to see or have put out. So Slayer fans can be interesting and rather passionate. You want to have a lot of fun, tell them Testament's a better band. You might have a conversation on your hands. So anyway, let's go ahead and get into Slayer. The band is Slayer. The track is the Final 6. And here we go. Nice opening. It's actually kind of pedestrian for Slayer. There we go. There's that Slayer riffing I was looking for.
Surrender your Catholic priests, don't even your beliefs in war. This is a place for heathen. Into that darkness files illuminate.
Tomarita being Tomarita. Delivering multi-syllable lyrics, spitting them out. Yep, it's a Slayer solo. Fast picking, dive bombs. Truly this Jeff after that. he added so much to this band. He's that the more dynamic writer, more dynamic player. And there's the dot bombs. These almost over. Definitely Slayer's over. Does do a great job with it. I will say that. Like that riff. All right, that was Slayer in the track Final 6. Well, it's a Slayer song. It's solid. It's predictable. You know where it's going. You know where the solos are what the solos are gonna sound like. Wasn't really thrilled with the guitar tone. It kind of lacks balls for Slayer, which is somewhat surprising, actually. Now it did come off Christ Illusion, so it was recorded in the early 2000s. But even then, we were getting some much bigger, heftier, weightier tones, and it's interesting. I do truly feel that listening to newer Slayer, not this record, but newer Slayer, the absence of Jeff Hanneman is really noticeable. I mean, if you're a Kerry King fan, then you'll like new Slayer. If you're like me, who you really prefer Jeff Hanneman's songwriting, then you won't like newer Slayer because it's all written by Kerry. And I really felt like Jeff wrote the more dynamic tracks. All the real big, catchier stuff in Slayer's catalog was a product of Jeff being Jeff. And they won't let Gary hold it right. And that's just a crying shame because Gary is such an amazing middle writer. The stuff that Exodus put out over the years is phenomenal. But it was Slayer. It was the Final 6. Or as I should say, Slayer. So, didn't love it. Didn't hate it. Good to bang the head to. Just a solid, dependable, know what you're getting into. It's like going out and getting into a Ford truck. You're going to get into a Ford truck and you're driving a Ford. It's going to work. It's going to do its thing. It's going to get you there. You're going to be able to throw crap in the bed, beat it up and bang it around, and it's going to work. So, it's like an AK-47. It's dependable. It's solid. It's not going to do anything incredibly special, but you can beat the absolute crap out of it and you know it'll work. So, Slayer in a nutshell for me, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you guys are having a great day, great night, great evening, great morning, wherever you happen to be in the world. Thank you to all my law enforcement, military, veterans, and first responders for what you guys do every single day. I love you. I truly do. As always, you have been awesome. I have been Baldman. I've got more on the way for you. I will see you soon.